Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, a little sad news. Today, Monday, May 4th, WFAN radio announced that John Sterling, the longtime Yankee broadcaster, had passed away at the age of 87. Kind of, shockingly, but not shockingly, a couple of months ago, we did make a call into Ricky Ricardo there saying that he did have a heart attack, which kind of caught a lot of people off guard. And apparently he also had a heart bypass surgery sometime in the winter. Not exactly sure if that was before the heart attack, after the heart attack, but nevertheless, he did pass away today at the age of 87 due to a heart attack. And it's just kind of crazy how, you only kind of, quote unquote, left the broadcast booth just a year or two ago. And, they kind of say, when you're kind of like not doing what you love to do, maybe you just like shut down. It's like that. So who knows what was going on. But nevertheless, this will be an episode to kind of reflect on his long career in the Yankee radio broadcast booth. Before we get started, though, make sure you subscribe to this podcast, Section 420 Talkin Yankees, the podcast, wherever you get your favorite podcast. And there's also a YouTube version of the show. Go to YouTube, search for Section 420 Talkin Yankees, and subscribe to the channel there as well. Obviously, you have Dave Sims and Susan now, and it's not the same. And again, now Dave Sims, I don't know if he's going to be here for the long term as well. There and Susan, I mean, both of them are in their 70s there, but I guess it's kind of bit, they'll probably at least be around for the next foreseeable future there. But of course, Sterling, basically had that position on lock for a long time, and not known for like the best baseball IQ there, but it was a bit of a performer as well. Just sort of with his home run calls, he kind of made that a thing. Of course, the whole Burn Baby Burn, Bam Tino, the Giambino, the captain. I mean, it's probably known more for his home run calls, if anything else, and coming up with weird songs, to celebrate a home run, with Curtis Granderson, something sort of grandish. And then he had this whole Giancarlo Stanton, Giancarlo non Paulo thing, but it was just went off on that. So he would kind of take his love for Broadway and kind of infuse that into a home run call. He had his, signature, the Yankees win, which is, again, is something they even play at the, normal Yankee game. They have the recorded soundbite of that there. So, again, he's probably always going to be a part of the Yankees one way or another. Probably a lot of common Yankee fans probably don't know Mel Allen, probably never heard Mel Allen's voice like that. But, again, he lived in a different time there. But Sterling, obviously, there's so much recording and audio of him that, again, he's just sort of going to probably be part of the Yankee lore for, many decades to come. Hopefully there's still baseball around at that time. And, of course, he had his Iron Man streak, kind of the Lou Gehrig of broadcasters. So first started in September of 1989, and he broadcasted 5,060 consecutive games through July 2019. Almost actually had that streak broken sooner because he had some situation where he was going to plan to go see his daughter's graduation. He kind of had kids a little later in life. But again, I think something happened with, I think a game got canceled, or I think the game got rained out, so technically he didn't miss it. So he was able to keep that streak going just a little bit tad longer, but it might even ended along that. But still, over 5,000 games in a row for like 20-something seasons. Quite remarkable there on that feat. And in total, he broadcasted 5,420 total regular season games, as well as 211 postseason games for the Yankees. And it was the early 2024 season when, just kind of out of the blue, he just decided, again, it was really early in the season, like the first couple of weeks, he was going to make an announcement. It was like, what's this announcement? And then he basically said, yes, he was going to hang it up. More if he wasn't really tired of the job, but obviously he was just tired of the traveling, if anything else. And I thought maybe they could set up something where he just calls the home games, but I guess whatever, this didn't work out. So he actually left the booth. But the 2024 season, obviously the Yankees made their postseason run there, so he actually came back. And he came back during the season a little bit. He made a couple of, during the summer. Like, he would pop in just for like an inning, just kind of for one game, random game here or there. But then once the Yankees were headed to the postseason, he actually just did the postseason as well. Maybe seemingly to get one last hurrah. But unfortunately, the Yankees lost in the World Series to the Dodgers. And then after that, he was completely done broadcasting Yankee games. He would still check in. He had a radio show on 770. It was like the John Sterling show. He would do an hour. So he would always pop his head a little bit. He would call into the fan, or the fan would, do a segment with him. He would kind of give his take on the Yankees in that regard. And probably the last one was this past January, where at least commented at that time the Yankees were a quote-unquote incomplete team. Said they were looking good, but he still felt that they were a bit of an incomplete team, and that was kind of his last input as far as we know. But he did mention, I've heard some previous interviews with him, he had a bit of a man cave. He still loves games. He would have multiple TVs on with multiple sports on, and seemingly that's what he would do. So he never kind of lost that passion for it, but it just seemingly, he was getting to his 80s, and again, now we see maybe he was having heart problems and just the traveling and stuff. I mean, it is a lot, getting up on the plane, coming up, sleeping weird hours, the overnight flights, the red-eye flights, and all that stuff. And yeah, it kind of beats you up there, but 87 is a pretty good number there. So again, he kind of had a long, successful life. So that's the episode. Unfortunately, John Sterling passes away at 87, but again, he's always going to be hovering over the Yankees and the Yankee Stadium and stuff like that. He's always going to be a part of the Yankees one way or another there, so he won't totally be lost. Catch you next time.